everybody, welcome back to another video on my channel. How are you today? I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Brooke, or babysims, whatever you prefer to call me. And if you're not new here, then welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. Today we are building yet another suburban home, and honestly I feel like this house looks a lot like all the other ones I've built before, but you know, everybody has their own like style, everyone has their own thing. This is kind of mine. It's just like the same type of suburban. Honestly, guys, I have good news for you. There's gonna be a lot of videos this week because I'm on a building kick. Like, I have been building non-stop for like, I think 4 days now. So I have 3 builds, because this build took 2 days because I'm also writing a book and do other things with my day, I guess. But where was I even going with that? Yeah, so there's gonna be quite a few videos this week, hopefully at least 3 or 4, because I'm also in the middle of building the 4th house right now, which I'm pretty excited about. So yeah, and they're all kind of look like this right now. I'm kind of picking up that series that I was doing a little bit ago. I was doing a series where I was building houses for existing families in my personal save file. The one, if you guys have seen my save tour series, then you know what save file I'm talking about. But if you haven't seen it, then basically I have one save and I've only ever had one save on The Sims 4. Well, okay, that's a lie. Technically I have 3. I have 3 saves. I have the one that I've had for a whole, like since 2016. I think I've had that save. 2015 I've had that. So 8 years I've had that one save, and I've only played one family in it and just kept going generation style. I'm on generation, I think 30 something. I'm in the 30s. I think it's early 30s for the generation I'm on. And of course that save is 8 years old, so it's really old, and some of the houses that are placed down in that world have been there since 2016, so kind of in the process of redoing my whole save, between putting some lots down from the gallery and building my own. But for the houses, I'm building my own, and that also kind of ties in as it's almost like when you're watching like a show on TV and there's a crossover episode. I'm doing like a little bit of a crossover right now between that and my save file series on this channel, which I need to get back to. I know, I'm sorry. We're getting there. I'm trying, okay? I've just been having fun building these big suburbans today and recently, so I'm sticking with that for now. Because one thing I don't want to do, I'm trying to get myself back into the whole YouTube scene again, like making videos and being more active on here. And I don't really want to force myself to do something I don't want to do, because the reason I haven't posted in so long, besides the video I posted a little bit ago, like I think like 2 weeks ago, was because I've had some major burnout to do with The Sims and just YouTube in general. So I don't really want to do something that I'm not feeling like doing, because I don't want to do that, because that's what I did last time. If I didn't want to build like something for my save file, I would make myself do it anyway, and I was miserable the whole time, and it caused my burnout to get even worse. So I'm gonna build what I want to build for now, and then slowly ease back into my series builds and my regular scheduled programs, because we do have a couple things. I had a little bit of a schedule going there for like 2 months straight. I don't now, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, so I'm just building this nice house. I like it a lot. I think I'm getting better at building every time I build a house. I mean, like, if I look at my builds, if we look at my builds from 2015, then I would cry. I just actually don't want to look at them. They're really bad. They scare me. But if I look at them, and then, I mean, if I look at the ones I even started building when I first made my channel, I was not a good builder when I first created this channel. But since then, I've grown a lot, and my technique has gotten a lot better. And I really, really love the houses I built now. Like, I feel like if I seen these on the gallery or like on my YouTube recommended page, or like on Twitter or something, I would download this house. So maybe I'm biased. I don't know. Well, maybe I'm not, because if you guys download this house from this video or from the gallery, then maybe I'm not so biased. My Wondershare is lagging pretty badly. It's glitching quite a bit. I can't really see what's like going on the build right now. I can see it, but it's dropping frames like mad. So I don't think it's not doing that on your end. It's just purely mine. But yeah, I thought I was way further in this video than I was. We were only 5 minutes in, and this video is like 40 minutes long, so I apologize because we're gonna be here for a while. So grab some snacks. I'm gonna get comfy, so you might hear some chair movement, some movement of me. I'm gonna get all comfy and cozy up in my computer chair, and we're gonna hang out for a little bit. So yeah, if you guys hear some like clicking and things going on, that's because I'm trying to fix my Wondershare lagging, and I'm also taking many breaks to drink some water and stuff like that, because it's gonna be a pretty long video. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with Wondershare. I have like restarted it 3 times now, and it's still lagging the whole way through for me. So I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna ignore it. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. But let me think of some things I can talk about. So what is new? When's the last time I uploaded? Let me check my phone and check, because I feel like it's been a pretty long time. One thing about my channel is, if you guys are like new here, I like to keep it real casual over here. We just kind of chill in my voiceovers. Sometimes I'd be on Twitter while talking. Sometimes I just be hanging out. This is kind of how I do my channel. I'm like really distracted, so if I sound stupid, I know. I'm just trying to check. When's the last time I posted? 2 weeks ago, June 27th. What day is it today? July 16th. Okay, so yeah, it's been a little bit. What's new since then? Oh, Taylor Swift released Speak Now Taylor version. I stayed up because in Canada, where I live in Canada, we're on Atlantic Daylight Time, and well, it didn't release for me until I think like 1:30 in the morning, 1 in the morning, I think it was. But I was perfectly fine with that, and here's why. If you're not like a Taylor Swift fan, you're not going to understand anything I'm about to talk about, so I apologize. But so it came out at 1 a.m. for me here, and I'm always up at that time anyway. Like, I don't go to bed until really late. But yeah, so I was listening to it. It was fine. I was having a great time. Best album, loved it. Oh, stop lagging. Anyway, sorry. Amazing album, by the way. But 1 a.m. was perfect timing for her. I think she did this purposely, because when Last Kiss came on, which is a song on that album, one of the first lyrics and like one of the first verses is like she says like something about the time. Like, I forget the actual lyric. Oh my god. But she says the time, and she says it's 1:58, and like that's the time in the song. And well, as that song came on and she said that line, I was like, oh, I wonder what time it is, because I was like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if it was like 1:58? And I checked, and when she said that, like at 1:58, I checked my time and it said 1:58 a.m. So worked out perfectly for me. I don't know. Thank you, Taylor Swift, for that. But yeah, so I really like that. I'll see a lot of people on Twitter complaining about the lyric change of Better Than Revenge. And if you guys are unfamiliar with Taylor Swift, the old one is like, she's better known for the things she does on the mattress. And it got changed to, he was a moth to the flame, she was holding the matches. Which I don't think is bad at all. I honestly like it. And honestly, I see why she changed it. Did I like the old one? Yes. Do I like the new one? Also, yes. I don't know. I see a lot of people getting mad about it. I also seen some speculation that she's thinking, like, I think a lot of people are saying that the Canadian dates are soon to be announced in like the fall or something. I don't know if that's true. I kind of lost hope, to be honest. Like, she's just, I don't know, because they haven't announced any Canadian dates yet, which is so weird because she did all states in the US, I think, like pretty much all of them, and if not all of them, but she did none in Canada, and we're like right next door, like we're neighbors. Why not? But yeah, so I hope she comes to Canada. I hope she decides to, because I would, that's like my dream. Although I can't afford those tickets. Like, her tickets are like close to $1,000, if not over $1,000. And I love Taylor Swift, but I feel like that's just a little bit ridiculous. So I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that when the time comes. But yeah, I feel bad kind of talking about Taylor Swift this much, because I know probably a lot of you aren't Taylor Swift fans. Although, I realized something the other day when I was watching TikTok. a lot of Taylor Swift fans are Sims players, and a lot of Sims players are also Taylor Swift fans. Like, I feel like if you're one, you're usually the other. Like, I know, like, even when I was on Twitter, like, I know Lil Simsy and Plumbella, Rochella, all them, they all listen to Taylor as well. So maybe it's just like a thing. Maybe Swifties are also Simmers. Maybe that's just like how it works. I don't know. But I kind of vibe with that because I like both. So I like both a lot. I pretty much like, I wouldn't say I only listen to Taylor Swift. I listen to a lot of other music artists. I'd say like, oh my god, let me get my phone, let me check. Let's look at my top artists of this month. I already know my number one is Taylor. I just want to know what the other two are so I can give you guys a rough idea. I'm looking at Stats FM, by the way. If you don't know what that is, it's an app on the App Store or Android Store probably, or Samsung, and Google Play. That's where we go. That's what's called. And yeah, you could download it. Tells you all kinds of things about your Spotify. So my number one is Taylor Swift, then The Weeknd, Olivia Rodrigo, Lil Peep, and Chase Atlantic is my top three. And Gracie Abrams is sneaking her way up there, which I'm obsessed with her right now. I feel like her, Taylor, and Olivia, they just like get me. That's such a girl thing to say. I feel like all girls, like the stereotype of girls is saying like romance movies just get me, and like Taylor Swift, she just gets me. Well, she does. I don't know. Like there's a Taylor Swift song or Olivia Rodrigo song or Gracie Abrams song for everything and every situation you could possibly be going through. So I just love them. So I'm yawning. I'm sorry. I woke up really early today. I'm trying not to like swallow in my mic. Sorry, but I woke up really early today. I woke up at I think I woke up at like 10:30, which I guess is probably not early at all. For you guys, you're probably like, that's late. That's like late in the day. I don't know why I'm just like paused here. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of that because honestly, I'm gonna be really open and honest with you guys. Did not edit this video. Did not cut all the blank space out. Completely forgot about it till just now. So I apologize, but it's okay. If you're watching this without sound, maybe I'll put like a little thing in and I apologize if you guys aren't listening. Do you guys listen to speed builds with sound? Well, I guess if you're not listening to it with sound, you wouldn't know I'm asking. I actually don't watch speed builds with sound. Depends on who it is, I guess. Not who. That sounds mean when I say it like that. I'm sorry. It's not like certain people I don't want to hear their voice. It's more of, I guess, the time I'm watching it and why. If it's like Lil Simsy, a lot of time I watch hers with sound because she doesn't do like straight speed builds usually. She does like challenges and things. And I like to hear her thought process. But for builds like this, like what I'm doing right now, where it's just like a house build, there's no like theme or storyline or anything, it's just a house build because someone felt like building, I usually watch without sound. And I usually watch them when I'm trying to fall asleep because there is just something, if you guys are having trouble sleeping, let me put you on something because I feel like this might help you guys. It helps me, and I'm like the biggest insomniac I've ever met in my life. There's nobody that I've ever met personally worse than I am with sleep. Again, I'm really sorry about this dead space. This is annoying me. Can't imagine what you guys are thinking. Like, this has been like a whole minute. Come on now. Come on now, Brooke. Get it together. No? Now we're still gonna sit and stare at this staircase. Right. Okay. Hold on, let me put you guys out of your misery. Okay, I came to the rescue. I cut out the rest of the dead space. So, you're welcome. I was talking about my day. Oh, that's what I was talking about. Oh my god, dead space again. Please. If you guys just seen how long that dead space was that I cut out, you guys would be actually ashamed of me. It was like, it was a good like 3 minutes. Yeah. So, and here we are again. Yeah. This is a chaotic video, but have any of my videos not been chaotic? I guess we'll never know. Alright, everyone, I am back. I just edited out all the dead space that I could find. It took about 15 minutes. And if you got, I took out like, I think 10 whole minutes of dead space. And mind you, this video is sped up by like times 6. So in reality, it probably took like an hour of real-time footage. So, oh my, yeah. I'm trying to remember, but this is like like 4 nights ago I started this, so I'm trying to think what I was doing. I think I was texting between my best friend and my friend who lives in the States. I was in between texting them about like 2 very different issues, so I was kind of distracted. I don't remember what I was talking about before, so instead I'm going to talk about my day. Today I woke up early, and as I said, oh yeah, so I remember saying last, I woke up at like 10:30, which I guess isn't early like at all. So, because you guys are probably like thinking, guys, like, not really, I wish I could wake up at 10:30. I know, it's not early, like, at all, but for me, it's early, so I wake up at, like, 2 p.m., okay? But I woke up kind of early for me, and I got up, I got ready, I did my makeup, and then I got dressed, did my hair, and me and my family and my boyfriend, we went to this flea market that's nearby where I live. It's like a 30-minute drive away from where I live, and we went to it, and it's in like this big huge, we call it like it's like a center basically, like think of like, let's say it in Sims terms, I guess, like think of how like the community center, recreation centers, yeah, community centers, I don't know what you guys call them, but here we call them community centers, or the rec. So the recreation center in like San Sequoia, imagine that, but like all the walls and everything are emptied out, and just with like booths full of people selling things. So it was really fun actually, and I got some stuff. You guys are gonna laugh because I went to a thrift store, or like a flea market, and I got like things that you probably wouldn't get at a flea market. Well, I did get some things that are normal. I got 2 rings, and they're really pretty. They're both silver because I'm a silver jewelry type of girl, but one of them is silver and it has a blue crystal in the middle, and then the other one has like 3 daisies on it, and it's really pretty. I'm looking at them right now as I'm speaking, but they're really pretty, and I'm actually kind of obsessed with them. And I also got kinetic sand, which I don't know if you guys have that where you guys are, but it's like sand that you can play with basically. Like, I don't know how to explain it besides that. So I got that. I don't really know why. I have a thing with stress toys. Like, every time I go somewhere and they're saying like squishmallows, or not squishmallows, squish balls, or like slime, or like foam, or anything like that, I always end up buying it. I don't know what it is. I have so many stress toys in my room, it's like not even funny. I have a bin of them. I don't really know why, but I do. So, yeah, I got that. I also got 2 boxes of like Reese's peanut butter cups, but they're like the collection set kind of. I don't want to say collection, it's like collectibles food, but it's it has like the Christmas edition stuff in it, plus all the different types of Reese's products, and like I got 2 boxes of them. And then I know you guys have the States because I've been to the States for it, but it's Kraft mac and cheese. We got like a box of like 15 boxes of it for like $5, which is really good because here it's like $8 for 1 box, and they're like bigger boxes too. So I was pretty happy with that. I was pretty happy with all I got. I think I got something else. I'm not remembering what I got. No, that was it. I think that's it. That's all we got. My boyfriend got a chain, so that's like basically it. That's all we got. And then when I got home after that, we got home around like 1:30. We left at like 11:30ish. We got there around 12. We got home at 1:30, and I immediately jumped into bed and I started reading the book I'm currently reading. In the last like 3 months, I've read over 12 books, and right now I'm actually reading the After series by Anna Todd, which is pretty good. I've seen all the movies, so I pretty much know how it goes, but the books are a lot different than the movies, and I'm actually really liking it. So yeah, I started reading that. I think I read about like 5 chapters, so yeah. And then around like 3:30, I read for a bit, and I came down and I started yet another build, so you guys can expect to see that one pretty soon. But yeah, around 3:30, my boyfriend's grandmother came and picked me and him up, and we went out for supper at Five Guys, and I just got back home from there when I started this video. So that was kind of like how my day went today. I keep saying like, I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm tired too. I'm really tired. I went to bed at like 6 a.m. and I woke up at 10. I did not get much sleep, and the night before I didn't get any sleep either. So yeah, that's how my days have been going. But I'm just kind of having a relaxing, well, I guess not relaxing, I was out all day, but yeah, and a couple days ago, my best friend was here. She was here for, I think, 2 nights. It was super, super fun. We walked from my house all around my whole entire, like, neighborhood, like, basically my whole entire part of town, which is very big. And I won't say very big. It's not as big as, like, other places, but big enough. And we walked around it, and it took us, like, a long time. Like, we were out all day for the 2 days she was here. And our routine was, like, wake up, get ready for the day, like do our makeup, get dressed, walk all around my community in my neighborhood, and then get home when it's like dark out, and then we would jump into the pool or the hot tub, and that was how our days went. It was super fun. And then after we got out of the pool and hot tub, we would probably just like watch a movie or something. And we actually made friendship bracelets, and I'm thinking of making some more lately. We made like ones that have our initials on them. I'm also wearing 2 of them right now. I'm wearing the one that me and her made, and I'm also wearing my Taylor Swift one because I can't go to the Eras tour, so I make my own friendship bracelets to trade with myself. So I have one for like each era, and sometimes I match them to the outfit I'm wearing. Like I'm wearing gray, I wear the folklore one. If I'm wearing brown, I wear Evermore. You know the vibe. But I'm wearing my folklore right now because I'm actually wearing the folklore cardigan. That like a part of her merch that I got. I'd say like 6 months ago. I bought it off of Etsy, to be honest, over someone that was reselling it. And it was really expensive. It was like $200. So, yeah. So I'm wearing my folklore bracelet and the one she got me. I'm like going in a new era in my life, honestly. Like, I'm feeling very creative recently. Like, oh my god, stop saying like. I'm a writer. Like, oh my god. I did it again. I'm a writer. And for some reason, I can't stop saying like, even though I don't put it in my book. So, I don't know. I feel like as a writer, I should talk how I write. Is that like a fair assumption? Oh my god. Is that a fair assumption to make? I don't know. But I have been feeling a lot more creative recently. I've been making friendship bracelets, building a ton of houses in The Sims. I've been writing a lot. I've wrote, I think, 15 poems in the last like 36 hours. I've just been feeling very, very creative. I've always been kind of a creative person, I find. Like, when I was younger, I loved painting, I loved drawing, I loved writing. I've always been writing since I was a kid. Like, I wrote a full novel when I was, I think, 8, about my Barbies. So, yeah. So I've kind of always been a creative person. My whole family kind of is. My dad paints, and if you guys are interested in seeing what he paints, the description down below is actually his channel, where he posts his videos of him painting, and him and my boyfriend share it, and they both paint, so go check them out as well. I forget what I was saying. I had to stop the voiceover because I thought there was dead space, and then I wasn't big enough. Way to call my bluff, game. Way to call my bluff. I once again have no idea what I was talking about because I had to stop this again and edit more out of this video because apparently I just can't focus long enough to stop, to keep building, I mean. I don't know what I was talking about. Again. Oh, I've been really creative lately. Yeah, and I come from a creative family. My dad paints. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Channel down below. Dad paints. Boyfriend has a channel with him. My mom quilts, and she also makes things like that. And my uncle does woodworking. My brother is a digital creator. Like, he paints on like Photoshop and things like that. So my whole family's actually really creative in that way. Like, we all kind of do something artsy, I guess. I'd say mine's writing and Sims for sure. Do people count building the Sims as like a creative art? I don't think that counts as a creative art. Like, I count it as something like being creative and having career. I just don't think it counts as one. It should. Because honestly, I mean this with all seriousness, I genuinely think that building the Sims takes like talent and skill. Like, it's a skill you learn. It is something like you need to like research and everything. Like, I have actually written down like in my notes like basically a research paper about how to build in The Sims, all of that. I feel like it's definitely something you learn. So I don't know. I take it as a creative skill, and I also say that writing is also a creative skill of mine. I would say that I'm pretty good. I mean, I'm not gonna toot my own horn, so I'm gonna say what I know, and that's that my proofreaders think that my book is very good. So, yeah. And you guys will be like the first people to know. Well, maybe not the first. My family will probably be the first, if we're honest. I feel like that's a little more reasonable. But then after them, and my friends, you guys will be the first to know that my book is out, and I will make sure to put a link in the description down below for you guys to check it out when it's out, because I cannot wait. If you guys are interested in like romance or drama books, then I feel like my book will definitely be for you, because that's what mine is about. And I'm very excited for it to come out. I'm almost done writing it, but that does not mean it's almost out, because I have a lot of stuff to do after that. Unfortunately, I'm dreading it, like actually dreading it. Yeah. Anyway, what was I going to talk about? I had like a whole list in my head of things to talk about. Oh, there's a new expansion pack coming out, and I'm pretty sure I talked about this in that video. I feel like my videos are getting really repetitive. I build the same things, I talk about the same things. I apologize, but anyways, there's a new expansion pack coming out, and it's the horse one. And to be honest, I never cared if we had horses in The Sims, nor am I going to buy it straight away. I might buy it before the pre-order bonus is up. I don't really know. Probably not. Is there even a pre-order bonus? I'm gonna be honest, didn't even watch the trailers. Have no idea anything about that pack. I don't even know the name of it. Is that what's called, Horse Ranch? I feel like it's something to do with that. I don't know, but I genuinely have no idea what that's in pack. It doesn't pique my interest. Like, okay, when High School Years was announced, I was in a rut with The Sims. Like, I was not playing it. I was not thinking about it. I wasn't really recording anything either. But when High School Years was announced, I flew to the YouTube channel and I watched it, and I didn't stop talking about it for like a week straight, and I was so obsessed it brought me back to The Sims and everything. This one did not do that for me. In fact, when I seen the notification come up on my phone, it was like, official trailer for Sims 4 Horse Ranch, whatever. I was like, oh, okay. I don't know. If you're interested in that, like, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to like bash anybody for being interested in that, because I bet it looks super cool. And I bet that, like, the people who aren't interested in stuff like that, I bet that you are super, super excited. And it's not that I'm not interested in horses. I never rode a horse. I've never really seen a horse either. But, well, I have seen horses, but, like, I wouldn't say I've seen them a lot in my life. So, it's not something that, like, piques my interest. I've never ridden a horse. I don't know. It's just not something that piques my interest. It's not something that I think I'm gonna, like, rush to make money to buy the pack for, but I am very excited for all the people who are excited about it. I don't want to say like I'm not happy about it, because the only things I've ever actually been like, okay, there's no way I will ever be buying that pack is like Strangerville, vampires, werewolves, stuff like that. And I know it's probably like, there's probably a couple gasps escaping right now. I know. I just can't do Supernatural. I am so sorry. If that makes you click off this video, I'm really sorry. But that's just the way I am. I don't know. I can't do it. It's been like that since I was younger. Like, you know, when I was young, maybe this is my generation. When I was younger, everybody was like obsessed with the show. My Babysitter's a Vampire. Same with like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Prefer a little bit of the older. I wouldn't say older. You're not old, but like I'd say like 20s. My brother, that was around my brother's age, and he's like 25. So people in that kind of generation, millennial generation, you guys might know that stuff like that. I used to watch it. My cousins were obsessed with it. Couldn't like it. I was like, vampires aren't real. So. I don't like it. And then Stranger Things came out, and everyone was talking about it, and they were like, oh my god, such a good show. And I watched like the first 2 episodes, and I'm like, that wouldn't happen. I don't know. I think it's just I'm very closed-minded to stuff like that. I wouldn't say I'm closed-minded. It's just that I can't like it. I don't know what it is. My boyfriend's a really, really big fan of The Walking Dead. It makes me cringe. Like, I don't know. I know, like, my cousin and my best friend, they were obsessed with Vampire Diaries and Twilight and all them. And when we'd have sleepovers, they'd throw it on, and I'd be so lost. Like, I just can't do it. I don't know what it is. And I know my brother is a huge fantasy type person. Like, all he reads is fantasy. He watches fantasy. He's like a mega fan of Star Wars. He's a mega fan of like Star Trek. He's big into all of those, D&D, all of those things. I can't. So me and him have some heated debates about this, because he argues that the shows I watch aren't technically realistic either. Like, for example, I watch like, I don't know, Euphoria, and he's like, that's not really realistic because they're 17 and they're doing the things they're doing in high school. But to me, that is like 10 times more realistic than it's obviously something that can happen compared to a vampire barging into your house. I don't know. It's just something I can't do. It's a very unpopular and problematic, probably, opinion, but I don't know. It's something I just have never been able to get into. I don't know what it is. So I don't have any of the supernatural packs, even the ones that have like barely any supernatural. I don't even have paranormal stuff. And I believe in ghosts. Which you're probably thinking, how do you believe in ghosts, but you don't watch anything supernatural? I don't know. I believe in aliens too. I don't know. I can't explain my thought process. It just is. And I'm not accepting criticism at this time. Thank you. Should I talk about the build? Haven't done that yet. So we finished downstairs. I'm going to talk a little bit about what this house has. Like, I'm a real estate agent, which, side note, until I decided I want to be a lawyer and then a writer because I've gone through more career choices than Barbie, I was going to be a real estate agent. So I researched a lot about it. Anyway, that's useless information for you guys, but basically, this house comes with, I think it has like 4 bedrooms. There's a parent's bedroom downstairs, and it has all kinds of cool stuff in it. It has a balcony, a master bedroom, bathroom, and then there's also a garage I turned into a little bit of a man cave / just like a game room type of thing. I am obsessed with the garage. I think it actually may be my favorite room in this house, which is funny because it's just a garage. But I don't know. I was obsessed with it and I couldn't leave it alone. I just had to know it. You know, I had to be there. So I really, really, really love the garage. And then there's 2 teen rooms, and I did this in a style that I did not ever do before. This is how I chose the aesthetic of the teen bedrooms. Okay, there's 2 of them. I closed my eyes. I selected high school years because I wanted like a teeny type of bed. Closed my eyes, moved my mouse back and forth, randomly said stop. Whatever bed that was my choice, and then I did the same thing for the swatches, and this is the bed that came out. And then I just matched the furniture to it and decorated them like that. Do I think the rooms turned out nice? Yes. Would I personally like sleeping in this bedroom right here, the orange one? No. No, I wouldn't. This is too much pattern. This is too much like orange wood for me. I don't do orange wood. My favorite like colors, like type of, I don't know. You might notice this because I do it in like every single one of my Sims houses, but white, beige, black, and browns, like tannish browns. I kind of have that. See that like side table right there, the one in the hallway? That's the kind of like brown colors I like in houses. And like light blues and greens, I guess too. I like very muted colors, and that room there on the left is very bold. This room, however, is one that I would love to live in. Love. However, it's very small. Can't complain. My room is about this size, just maybe like a square or 2 bigger. So, yeah. I decorated this room very different to her sister's. Ow. My back just popped. I took a deep breath. I'm pretty sure my dog is barking. Oh, hello. Well, that was weird. There was nobody at my house, but my dog decided to bark. So, can we get through this video without any more interruptions? Let's find out, because so far I think I've stopped and started this voiceover about 10 times. One thing I did add to this house, back to the house, one thing I did add to this house was an attic. I don't ever put an attic here, but I put a little bassinet because, well, there was an infant bedroom, and I thought that there had to be a, I don't remember what I was talking about. I just had yet another interruption. My boyfriend came in to say hi. So I apologize for that. I don't think we'll have any more, or at least I hope not, because we have like 3 minutes left of this video. So let's just, or at least I have left of this voiceover. Let's just hope in the next 3 minutes no interruptions. And my phone's buzzing, but that's fine. We're not gonna look at it. We're gonna, it's not happening. Shh, it's happening. Close your eyes. I'm also very tired, and I don't feel very good today. I'm gonna be honest. I do not feel good. What a day. What a day. What a day. Last night, guys, I was gonna tell you about my night last night, but the video's over. Basically, long story short, I drew a map of The Sims. Like where I think the worlds are. I don't know why I did that, but I did. Anyway, we're putting the wallpaper on this video. That means this is over. So, thank you guys so much for joining me in this very chaotic adventure, but also kind of relaxing. I mean, I feel relaxed. I feel chill. I feel a little angry that I had to stop so many times, but I'm fine. It's fine. Hope you guys aren't too mad at me for that. But thank you guys so much for joining me, and I hope to see you guys in the next video, because I'm going to be putting up quite a bit in the next little bit if I keep going with this building kick I'm on. My dad and my boyfriend's channel is in the description down below if you guys want to check that out, which you should, because they're very good, very, very good painters. And yeah, all the other social medias I have are down in the link down below as well. So I hope to see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye guys.